Hey guys, it's Keralis. Welcome back everybody to Frostpunk. Just sit back, relax and enjoy. So previously when we played Frostpunk, it was the demo version, and the demo only lasted for 10 days and then it kind of just kicked us out. Now there's a new scenario in the game which is called A New Home, which hopefully is going to last us more than 10 days. And also the game comes out the 24th of April, so make sure you check out the links in the description because this game looks promising. It has beautiful music, beautiful artwork, and just a fantastic feel. By the way, this is not a paid promotion. I'm loving this game. Everybody, let's check it out. Let's just dive right into it. A New Home, should we? Listen to the music. Fantastic. New Home, let's go. We fled from London and crossed the sea to reach the frozen north. On the way, our convoy was hit by a blizzard and scattered. A handful of us managed to reach the side of this generator, only to find it frozen solid and abandoned. Why is no one here? Did any of our people survive the blizzard? Are there any others out there? Whatever we do, we should expect the worst. Not that the world as we know it has crumbled. Kind of feels like I've read it before. Maybe it's kind of like the same mission as we did before when we did a playthrough, but without the 10 days time limit. We will see. We have to survive. We fled from London and crossed the sea to reach the frozen north. On the way, our convoy was hit by a blizzard and scattered. A handful of us managed to reach the side of this generator, only to find it frozen solid and abandoned. Why is no one here? Did any of our people survive the blizzard? Are there any others out there? Whatever we do, we should expect the worst, not that the world as we know it has crumbled. Kind of feels like I read that before. Maybe this is the same as the demo we played before, but without the time limit, and hopefully that is the case. We have to survive. And honestly, in real life, I hate the snow. I live in Sweden. It's pretty darn terrible, but there's something special about this game which just draws you in. Artwork, music, it's gotta be it. So let's see here. I've played the demo before, so I know the basics of it. This is a generator which we found, and we need to activate that. There's a lot of people just around here without any homes, and it's cold. It is 20 degrees Celsius in the minus, and it's bad, everybody. We also have some basic resources around here. There is some frozen trees, coal piles, we have coal deposits, we have more coal piles, steel wreckages about, and wood crates. So we're gonna pause this for a second. Let's think about this. Let's send some people to here. Let's do max for the moment and max on this. Then what we would need is to send some people to get some wooden crates. Here, for example, let's go a few people on this. And let's get 5 people on the steel wreckage just to get some steel in. And that's the way we go. I think it is. We will see. We need homes for 80 people. And this is something beautiful. How people just go out in the snow and make paths. Man, I honestly feel bad about that. But hey, it is what it is. Is that kids? Oh, kids, you're gonna be working very, very soon. There's actually a thing in the game. The Book of Laws is something we can change, and I think we can almost change that straight away. Child labor is not terrible. Well, it is. I don't know what to do. Like, I think when I played this previously in the demo, we did the child labor. But I'm not sure how this operates. If that goes into child labor all jobs, because now they just do safe jobs. If I pick child shelters, that goes into medical or medic apprentices and engineer apprentices. That might not be terrible, but for the moment I'm just gonna do this, emergency shifts. That means I can just, hey, get to work whenever I feel like that. However, it's not that great, because as you can see, discontent goes up and hope will drop if I get the emergency shifts going. But it's for the greater good of the community, I guess, right? Yeah, just look at that. How sad. How sad. But meanwhile, have they added anything here in the basic building categories? We have tents, we have medical posts for the moment, we have cookhouse and hunter's hut, we have resource depot and gathering post, and a workshop. Okay, so let's start with that. The tents. Everybody, this is not the greatest thing ever, but it's gonna keep the people happy for the moment. So let's do 1, 2, 1 and 2 on this side. And we're also gonna get some medical outposts or clinics in here, and then more tents, I guess. Fight the cold, stockpile some coal, 80 out of 200 and activate the generator. I guess that is something I could do straight away because we do have some coal already, right? Let me see here, click this, click it. So now what we have is we have warmth, which stretches all the way here in this inner perimeter of the generator. It's not great. But I guess it's always something. And if I just speed this up, man, there's a lot of children which could be working. Keralis, don't be terrible. But guys, there's kids. We can employ them into a little sweatshop somewhere abouts. Let's see here. Resources, medical clinic, medical outpost. Let's do 2 of those guys. We're gonna have one on this side, we're gonna have one on this side. I'm technically not sure. Okay, the generator hums with a reassuring warmth, but we shouldn't take this for granted. If the generator goes down, the city dies. Be mindful of coal reserves. How are we doing? It's not terrible, I guess. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Yeah, I've been thinking, I'm not sure those guys need to be within the inner perimeter of the generator ring, but we'll see. No roof over our heads. I will provide shelter for everybody. And this is where you make promises. And you should never make promises, because that might backfire. But I'm gonna make a promise over here, because obviously we only need to house 40 more people. And that should not be a big issue. However, let's see here. Wood crates. Okay, look at the discontent now. Boom! Yeah, it goes up. People really hate me. But hey, chop chop, we need to build some houses, because I've promised people, right? Let's build one. Is that all? Is that all? 2. And I think each tent over here houses... I think it's 10 people, right? Yeah, 10 people per each. And what is this? The wisdom of the crowd. Captain. I am the captain now. We're facing demands. Remember this. People usually look for the quickest solution, not the best one. You don't have to agree to everything they ask for. If you fix the problem your way, it's fine. Well, spank you, sir. Spank you. Are those guys working night shifts? Man, they're not fast. I would whip them. Come on, guys, get to it. We need to build tons more houses. We need at least 2 more houses, so we need 20 wood in total, right? There we go. Get this, and here we're gonna squeeze in 1 more medical clinic. In this guy, on the other hand, which is up and running, the medical post, we're gonna employ 5 engineers gonna be working as medics. Not bad, not bad. Shelter promise fulfilled. Hope rises. I'm the best. I'm the best around. I don't know. It's just a beautiful game. I can't wait to get my hands on the full version of it. Adaptation, Book of Laws. What do we do next? This is kind of amazing. Look at this. If I pick this, we could add sawdust to the meals in the cookhouses. Hope will fall slightly. Discontent will rise slightly, and some people eating sawdust meal will fall ill. Well, go figure. But I guess, you know what? At the end of the day, it's not terrible. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go into, let me see here, we do have sustained life, radical treatment, cemetery, corpse disposal, a lot of this. It's just a little like snow pit. But I'm gonna go into fighting arena. In bad times, this will help people. Keep them occupied and at least a little bit happy.
A new law has passed.
A new law has passed. So instead of the house, because we have housing for every single person it seems for the moment, we could do a little fighting arena in this sector instead. However, like, I mean, a fighting arena, I don't think it needs warmth whatsoever. So maybe we should do it here on the outer perimeter. Should we? Yeah. You know what? Let's do it just about here. I know it's a bad move, but believe me, it is gonna keep people happy and occupied for a little moment. And also, if we don't build it within 2 days and 23 hours over here, I believe the discontent is gonna go up and hope is gonna drop. We also need to build the food supplies. We have 100 raw food, but we have no food rations whatsoever. So let's do that. Let's go into food and let's make ourselves, to begin with, we're gonna make ourselves a little cookhouse. Or no, you know what? What did I say over here? I did say a medical clinic. Do we have stuff for it? Yes, we do. Okay, so just put it down just in case we don't forget about it. And then we need to speed this up. What do we need? Oh my goodness. Are you guys working?
Work time. Get back to work.
Work time. Get back to work. Yeah, we need tons more wood, and I think those crates are depleted. So there's not going to be anybody here. We do have quite a bit of steel, but let's go 15 people on those wood crates. And see, this is what I mean. We need the kids. Because if we had child labor, we can just assign them to, like, for example, here, like, you know, just gathering some wood. But at the same time, it kinda sucks. Let's be the good guy. Or should we? I don't want to be the good guy. Yeah, let's be the good guy. Has you guys completed this? Yes, we have 2 medical outposts. That's perfect. Not too shabby. And then let's get a cookhouse to begin with. And where do we put it down? Should we just do it... Let's do it over here. Like so. And by the way, let's see here. The hunter's hut is 20 wood. So it's gonna take a while. Also, we would need to make ourselves a path to this, because now they don't have a path to walk to this place. So let's go from here to here and from here to here. And I guess as soon as that is completed, that should be fine, right? Is it? Yes. Okay. So we have a cookhouse. So those are going to be taking the raw food, preparing the food rations, and we do have the standard meal. And this means it's going to do 4 food rations from 2 raw food, and we're going to assign 5 engineers at this stage. I guess the workers would work, but I don't have any. So let's do those guys, and we're going to do a hunter's hut. I'm just thinking, like, where do they go out? I think they go out over here when that sign is, right? I guess it doesn't matter. Let's just put it down just next to the cookhouse. I don't think this guy over here, for example, needs the warmth of the generator to operate. But let's just keep it that way. And how are we doing? Coal is brilliant. Maybe we should do... Where's the coal piles? Here we go. None of workers on this guy. Keep 15 on this for the moment. And here what we're going to do. We're going to deassign the engineers and assign normal workers. That's going to be a hunter's guy, so we need 15 workers for this guy. And the next thing I'm going to do, I think we're going to build ourselves a workshop, because I think as soon as this is enabled, the workshop, we can be researching stuff, and that's going to be most crucial for us in the long run. Because, for example, we would need a sawmill over here. We would need some iron mines. We need ourselves some coal mines. People from our convoy, with basic resources secured for now, we can try to rescue the people we left behind. Build a beacon. Okay, you know what, that sounds pretty darn amazing. But to do that, we will need a workshop, and that requires 15 wood and 5 steel. We have the steel, we don't have any wood for the moment. Amazing. Now we have the technology tree unlocked. I like this game. I like this game so much. So we have heating, we have exploration and industry, we have resources over here, and we have food, health, and shelter. You know what I'm going to do first to begin with? I'm going to do myself a sawmill. It does cost 10 wood to start researching, but let's do that. Then we don't have to worry about finding like those crates of wood all over the place. Is this how it goes down? It is. Man, I love this. I love the artwork. Graphics, perfect. I wish, however, you could zoom more. Maybe there's a way to zoom. I'm just unknown. I'm not sure. Adaptation. The Book of Laws. What else? The Public House. Oh yeah, you know what? In the previous playthrough we did this. We did the Public House, and then we did the House of Pleasure. And then even Moonshine. If we can just keep the people happy and content, that's gonna be the way to go. So let's do the Public House and then House of Pleasure. Should we? Yes, we should. And then we can focus on cemeteries, I guess, and whatnot. A pub, just like in London. Let's call it the Pipe and Hole. The Pipe and Hole, everybody. By the way, how is this coming along? Did we start this? Yes, we did. However, they don't work at this time of day. Okay, this content is gonna go up. It does not matter. You guys, you need to work, because we need to get the sawmill research, and then we're gonna place it. Interesting. Where's the biggest forest? There's a big forest over here. There is a huge forest over here on this side. I'm gonna do one more hunter's lodge, because I'm a little bit scared. I'm a little bit scared that we're gonna run out of food. So if we can get more food, and this is the thing, as soon as we research the beacon, we can send out expeditions to the lands far, far away, and hopefully we can find more people that way. What's going on over here, sweetheart? People from our convoy, family torn apart. Sir, A woman came forward after we built the workshop. She said that her husband and daughter didn't reach the city with the main group. Okay, she urges you to hurry. We will. Lady, calm your titties. I'm on it. Am I? No. Minus the 20 degrees Celsius. And everybody's still fizzing their nuggets off. The first death. Oh no. Sickness, accident and deadly cold will keep claiming lives in this harsh world. I can't really do a cemetery at this stage. I would make a corpse disposal. But you know what? This is not bad, because that is organ transplants. If we can transplant organs from people. But it's so nasty, just throwing them in a pile. But would people care? Like, the end of the world, right? The apocalypse. Would people care? Okay, 8 hours I'm gonna sign the corpse disposal service. Hope will fall, discontent will rise, you will have to dig a snow pit. Cemetery, each burial will keep some people from work for a few hours. You will have to establish a cemetery. Man, I don't know. We will see, okay? There's still a few hours remaining. And you, sweetheart, death at work. Okay, end the emergency shifts for today. Please do. Give me that engineer died. Like, what? He's got a desk job. How does this person even die? Remotely die. Let's get 4 medical post medics, and let's get 1 more engineer. Cha-ching. Everybody, we have ourselves a sawmill. That is perfect. So what do we do now? Faster gathering would be a thing. For us, heating would not be bad. Exploration and industry. There's the beacon. I'm gonna research a beacon. Mainly just because I want to send out some expeditions. Zoo the beacon. And let's see, where was the biggest forest? The biggest forest, this is kinda huge, but I think... interesting. Yeah, this is the biggest one over here, it kinda seems like. So if I would do the sawmill, I'm gonna place it somewhere about inside of... Yikes. Okay, let's do it... Yeah. And then obviously we need a street as well. Interesting. Okay, so I only have planks for this long. And there's no more planks. We won't reach destination. But don't fear. Are more planks coming in? Yes, indeed. Okay, that's amazing. How far do we reach? Do we reach the building? Yes, we do. Did you reach the building? Yes, perfect. So now we don't have to worry about people and getting out to get the wooden crates. Now we're gonna have a beautiful sawmill, so it's gonna take a while until we deplete this whole forest over here. And you over here, what is going on? Frostbite. We have to do something, I guess. Never make promises, Keralis. So it's radical treatment, and I guess this is like amputation, so it's just chop chop left and right. Sustained life is... The gravely ill will be kept alive but untreated. Discontent will rise slightly. I think I'm gonna go for radical treatment, but first we need to figure out what to do with the corpses. Cemetery or corpse disposable unit. I wouldn't like myself some organs. I guess that is not terrible, is it? Maybe that is terrible. By the way, did we do ourselves a public house? We did not. Get that in somewhere abouts. And oh my goodness, I'm running out of space in the backstages. Hopefully those buildings in the backstages don't need heat, because that's gonna be really bad otherwise. The public house, and then... And I just want to do the house of pleasure. I mean, nobody's died from some ladies, right? Boom, chicka wow wow. Yikes. Okay, you know what? Let's start with the corpses. Your hope will fall, discontent will rise. But that's gonna make people stay off from work for a few hours. I can't allow that to happen. Corpse disposal service, please do. Discontent goes up, hope drops. Don't worry, everybody. As soon as this is gonna be built up, and then House of Pleasure, nobody's gonna notice that we've built like a pits for the corpses. And I guess this doesn't need to be... Does this need to be within the city limits? Yeah, I guess we can just next to the arena. This is gonna like a fantastic placement. Okay, don't quote me on that. This might be terrible having that so closely within the city limits, but well, it is what it is. We also need some people for that. We need people. The snow pit has been established. See, discontent is going down slightly. Now we can transport our dead people to here. Since we don't have many people sick, we do have some sick, but it's not terrible. Let's get a few of those guys, or maybe let's see here. Coal is on the downside. We have 5 people on this, we have 5 people on those wooden crates. None on this. Let's get those workers up to here. The public house has been built. A public house has been erected. In accordance with a new law. People are anxious to let off some steam in a new house of respite. Hope rises. I'm the best. Build a beacon. Yes, that is something we need to do. Did we research that? I think we did, right? Add a new research. So the beacon is completed. How does this operate now? Okay, so we need to unlock the drawing boards to get the more scouts option. Okay. And how about this? The generator range upgrade. That we need to 50 wood for that. Oh my goodness. So let's go for food and shelter. And let's get some better equipment for the hunters. We still have some pretty decent food, so it's not bad. However, the discontent is going up and it's a little bit worrisome. Should we do? Yeah, you know what, let's do that. And we need to get ourselves a beacon as soon as possible. How much is that? There's 35 steel and it's 20 wood. Will people find us? No. I guess I need to get out and find them. So we do have a lost expedition on this side, and we have a gloomy cave on this side. I guess we're gonna start with a lost expedition, because I guess that means more people for the community, if we find people, that is. We have 10-10, 3 out of 5. We need people. Yeah, we need engineers, we need hunters. We do have a coal situation, which is super worrisome. But there's not much I can do about it. Not for a moment. Okay, what is happening over here? A frightened patient. One of our people is facing death. Cut his leg off. Deal with that. I'm sorry. Ready to search. We needed a win. Yeah, so here we can get a expedition or scouts going. We need 40 wood and we need 5 or 6 workers, I think it was. Make ourselves an expedition. Do it. And we're gonna send this to the lost city. They're gonna arrive here in 11 hours, and hopefully what this means, they're gonna bring in some more people. We'll definitely see what happens. How are we doing in food? 81, 1 raw food, some steam cores, 4 steel and 10 wood. Hope! There's no discontent within the community. No discontent. How is this possible? An expedition has reached the destination. So here what we're gonna do, we're gonna search the area. So explore. A happy reunion. So what have we done? Size discovered, crash site and sturdy shelter. Perfect. We found 4 kids, 10 engineers and 22 workers. It's not all good, because bringing them back home is gonna mean more mouths to feed. We need to build more housing for them as well. Maybe we can leave them behind. Send the survivors to the city or escort them. You know what? I'm not in a rush. Let's just escort them back. We will see what happens. They're going to arrive here in 5 hours with more people and maybe even some stuff besides the people, like loots. We'll see. But it also means we can occupy more people in the mines. More hunters going to go out hunting. More people are just going to be doing stuff all the way around. And by the way, scouts have returned. Okay, headache. Now we need more housing. Can we push somebody off the edge? Maybe just old people. I'm sorry. People from our convoy reunions. We'll look for the others. We will. Will we? Yes, we will. Let's send the people over to crash site or sturdy shelter. What was that? A gloomy cave. I guess the gloomy cave is going to be resources, it kind of feels like. Crash site might be resources. 22 hours and 20 hours. Okay, let's go for crash site. Then if we don't find any people, we're gonna go for study shelter. And we're gonna leave the gloomy cave for last, I guess. But now we have the people. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna assign more people to this. Yes, we're gonna search for others, most definitely. 15 people to the coal department. We are gonna assign more people to this. Boom, perfect. And let's get back. Let's get 2 more hunters on each. There we go. Did we miss any people? I missed some engineers in those guys. Oh no, that's just a cookhouse. No more people. Okay, so let's get this. Let's get 1 engineer into the medical ward. It's not a medical ward, Keralis. It's a medical tent. Hey, close enough.
Time to rest, folks.
Time to rest. Okay, find a settlement as our objective and build a care house. Okay, that is almost depleted. It's just 1 day remaining. And how expensive is the care house, by the way? It is 30 wood. Should be fairly doable. If we can... Okay, the discontent is gonna go up, Keralis. I know, but hey, what can I do? We're gonna be working... Okay, this is really hard to kind of pinpoint. Where the crap is this house? There we go. No. There we go. Overtime. Overtime in the sawmill. We need that. We really do, everybody. And 1 person just died. Adaptation, Book of Laws. Next thing we're gonna do is... Don't worry. We need that for in our lives. An amputee is suicided. Oh my goodness, no! We did what we could. We did what we could. I mean, there's nothing else we could do about it. Maybe we could. I'm a terrible mayor, aren't I? 1 person died. Well, it is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. What did I say? How much did that cost, the care house, to build? 30 wood. Okay, so we have 30 wood as we speak. Build the care house, please. Care for those beautiful faces in the community. They've done us good throughout the whole time we've been here. I'm gonna place that just next to the snow pit. So you know what? If they die, you can just dump them. Dump them on the other side of the street. And it's not over until the fat lady sings. Now comes a headache. We have 31 people without homes, right? We don't really have much stuff. We have some food. Hunter's gone out, right? Yes, they're gonna return with 16 food and 16 food on this guy. We still have some coal, we have some wood, we have some steel. But what we would need is to unlock the heating range upgrade too. And that is 50 wood just to kind of start researching that. And then some extra just to get this up and running. It sucks a little bit. But don't worry, everybody, we've got this. Those guys are working the nuggets off. That is perfect. We need, what did we say? 50 wood, right? There we go. Perfect. Let's start drawing boards. Chop, chop, get to it. And as soon as the drawing boards are done, that means what we could do is get the range extended on this generator. It's not going to help us much because we still need coal. There's 230 coal, there's 500 coal, and we need to keep an eye on that, because as soon as this is depleted, we are screwed. And the only way to solve that is to build ourselves a mine, but that is something we really need to research as well. Care house full, whole prices. Get that discontent down. By the way, how expensive exactly is the where is it? Where is my Bomb Chihuahua house? Tent, public house, fighting arena. Oh my goodness, didn't we? Let me see here. Where's my house of pleasure? I did sign it. Maybe this let me see here. Is this building? Patrons. Okay. Workers. Interesting. Where is my house of pleasure, everybody? Snowpit, fighting arena, public house. There is nothing here. Health, care, no. Well, you can't eat them. Well, technically, yes. Sawmill and tech. So I'm thinking, maybe there's a building we need to kind of transform to something else. Is it this one? Public house. Somebody has left a note at the care house. It reads, "Spank you with all the work we have to do. It's hard for the families to properly care for an invalid. Plays like this make life a little easier for us all." I'm glad I could help. You're more than welcome, but let's just speed this up. Let's work on those houses. There we go. Yeah, this is gonna be terrible. Because, like, I mean, look at that. There's even snow, so the snow has not even melted in this perimeter. But don't fear, cause that is research, drawing boards, and now I'm gonna go to heating, and I'm gonna do the range upgrade, and I'm gonna start it straight away. And as soon as that is done, we are gonna expand. I guess we could also do the... What are you gonna say? We could do the bunkhouses. But let's do this to begin with. Oh, we have 10 people to work here now. Is that just because we can... House of Pleasure customers. Oh, this is it. I love it. What did I say? I was thinking about something. Yeah, we can get some work overtime over here. And just to get the heat zone upgrade. And this content is gonna go up. That is something which is, I guess... well, what can I do? Oh crap, those guys have arrived. Please do explore. Fate of the Forgotten, a crash site. There is plenty of priceless supplies in the wrecks of our expedition. There is 46 food and 162 wood. Take their resources, please. As I said, I guess we didn't find any people. We could maybe even carry on and go to the sturdy shelter. There's gonna be 18 hours and 56 minutes until our arrival. Please do, sir. And let's speed this up. I want to see this done, and I want to expand this, but man, will the cold last? That is the big worry. Done it. Perfect. Range 2 activates. Or this. No, this. There we go. Oh, it's already activated. That's perfect. As you can see, now the heat zone has been extended a little bit, so those people won't die from cold. They might die from other things, but definitely not cold. But we need coal. Man, this is gonna be terrible. Whereabouts is the resources? Coal mining. We would need 25 wood, 10 steel, and 1 steel core. I guess it's gonna be pretty vital. I guess we could do sawmill upgrades, charcoal kilns. But no, let's do the coal mining to begin with, and then we'll see. What do we do? Extended shifts? No. Extra rations for the ill and crowded. Care house prosthetics. New blueprint. Prosthesis. Available in the factory. I don't even have a factory. Employees will be fitted prisons and medical facilities and be able to work again. Yes! Bring him out to the snow!
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
Search might provide steam cores, food rations, and wood. Explore area, please. The trail leads to another city. Discovered a steel bridge. Take the resources. There's tons of wood, tons of food, and a steam core. But that means we found a bridge. Okay, you guys, you need to go back. Go back to the city, leave all the resources, and then we're gonna go and see if we can find the other city, because that is something I think we left off in the previous playthrough, but the game ended, so we couldn't really discover that. And I guess that kind of sucked. Oh my goodness. The coal. The coal. If I go work shift, they're gonna hate me, my guts forever. But it's better that than freezing the nuggets off in minus 40 degrees Celsius. So I don't care about the discontent. You will hate me. Hate me if you want to hate me. I simply don't care. Scouts have returned. They've brought back 400 wood, 100 food rations, 1 steam core, and 46 raw food. That is not a bad find, I would say. And you're waiting, you go off to the steel bridge. We're gonna arrive in 1 day and 8 hours, everybody. We're gonna see what happens. Search for another settlement. That might be the end of the run. We will definitely see. I think we're gonna just make it over here. Seems pretty legit. Coal mine. I guess we can do 2 of them next to each other as well. The question is just how much will one of those hold? We also need some paths. From here to here, and then it just turns. Amazing, right? Pretty much, yeah. Steam cores. We've just used our first steam core. Steam cores are a necessary component in advanced technology. We can't manufacture steam cores in the city, so let's hope that our scouts can find them during expeditions. Okay, we have one remaining. I think we should save that for later usage, just in case we really would need that in the future. But I'm thinking, like, once we build that and complete that, how much will this hold when it comes to coal? 100,000. Okay, that is darn amazing. None on this guy. Everybody into this. There's gonna be 10 people extracting. I think it said up to 240 coal on a per day. Yeah, on a work day. That is awesome. Let's assign that worker to this guy, and let's assign 2 into that. So now we have full hunters, which means we have 20 food on a daily basis and 20 food. So there's 40 food, raw food on a daily basis. We have coal. Did you guys see that? That coal is dropping. How many hours? 2 hours remaining. Okay. Will we survive? We should. Get to work, people.
Work time. Get moving.
Okay, and coal is on the rise again. Just goddamn beautiful. Okay, everybody, this is the time. The scout has reached the bridge. Bridge to Winterholm. Survivors explore. A function automaton. Size discovered. Weather station large convoy. Okay. What is this? Send to the city, please. Automaton. Send to the city. Perfect. And weather station or large convoy. I'm gonna go for the large convoy. So what do we do next in the research department? Wall drills. What does that do for us? Allows us to build a wall drill. Drills into the wall of our crater, uncovering trees that once formed a forest before the ice engulfed them. That is quite nice, but we don't need that at this stage. Generate power upgrade. Allows us to raise the temperature in all. Oh, that is what I had to do in the mission objective, but I failed. More scouts. Allows us to deploy an additional scout team at the beacon, rising the limit to 2. Please do. If we can get more scouts, there's going to be more resources back to the community, and everybody should be super happy about it. But everybody, it is day 12. We have quite a bit of people in the community. So far, we are alive and thriving, and I'm having an absolute blast, because the game has not ended. And that makes me super happy. What we should do? Oh yeah, man, that is something we should have done. We should have researched the bunkhouses and stuff. But let's not worry about stuff like that. Not yet. Quite a bit of hope, no discontent so far, so we're gonna see what happens in the next episode. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you smack the like button and leave some nice feedback in the comment section. I'm really enjoying this game. We are one day until we reach... What was it we were going for? The convoy, right? Yes. We have one more day until we reach the convoy, and after that we're gonna go to the weather station. Ooh, look at this! We have the House of Pressure 6 customer. Mike, Robert, Rufus, Edward, Gabriel, and Seth. Oh, you dirty. I'm gonna be the good guy. I'm gonna go for child shelters, and then we're gonna do medic apprentices and engineering apprentices. Should we? Yes. Be the good guy. Be the good guy, Keralis. They're gonna love me forever. I'm gonna be the best person they've ever seen. The best mayor, that is. Everybody, once again, thank you so much for watching. I'm Keralis. I'm gonna see you guys in the next episode of Frostpunk, I guess. Coal? Yikes. Children cared for. Perfect. Hope rises. So we do have some hope. Still alive and thriving. Until the next episode. Bye, everybody.